And we are live. We can hide the censorship copy. Not needed for the stream. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Today, we are going to be playing a little bit of a challenge in Path of Exile, in which we'll have a roulette wheel that will decide our build. And it will decide everything. We'll start with spinning for class. Marauder is a perfect start because that's pretty much the only class that I never played. Okay. Joel.
Do you think you are savage enough to face the land of the damned, Marauder? We offered you truth.
Could be interesting.
And still you clasped your superstitious lies. We offered you service, yet you wasted your strength in defiance. Rakelast offers you something else. An education in true savagery.
Anyway, the whole idea is every level I get, I will spin a roulette wheel to see what we will spec into.
The dead should remember their place.
I did have a chance to do a little bit of practice in Path of Exile. I am currently maining a Chaos Damage Shadow. It's a completely different build from what we're doing right now so far. Cool.
My mana is gone.
Marauder does not have a lot of mana, does he? That is literally one of two classes that I've never played in this game. And I was totally expecting that I will play today one of the classes that I've never played, which would be either that or a ranger.
See another dawn.
Okay, so far so good. Okay, we have a skill point. So, here we are. So we can pick from melee damage or life. So let me put that into it. Let's. What's the build plan? Going big slam RF or something else fun? Whatever the wheel decides, that's the whole plan. Every time I get a skill point, I will roll a roulette wheel, like right now, and the wheel will decide which one will be going. So we are going with life. So this one, life and armor. And the whole idea is to see how far we can go with that kind of ridiculous build. Completely random build. But I mean, the weirdest thing is I don't even know what kind of items to go for right now. Because the funny thing is with that kind of build is that we're starting as a marauder, and we can end up going in, I don't know, a dexterity route, which is on the exactly the other side of the tree. I guess we will go with double clubs right now. Unless this is a decent... it's not that decent buckler.
Talamoana, Lion Eyes Watch. Be well. Hello. Be well.
There's an island. Oh.
Fine work with Hillock.
Okay. With Molten Strike, I guess.
Stay sharp out there.
Let's see if we can kill the Fire Witch and the Shake Hands.
I am surrounded by living corpses, dying Oriathans.
Yeah, a sword might be actually decent because I'm missing like half of those attacks. It does not feel natural for me to play a melee build. Oh, that was close. Yep, there we go. Good thing I didn't play hardcore. That would be an extremely short game. And surprisingly squishy, like hell.
Dominus wanted me to die here. I will disappoint him.
I thought like strength builds are gonna be meaty. Like pretty hard to kill, but this is ridiculously easy to kill. Anyway, we have another level. Have a choice of melee damage as before, more life, and also we have. We are going for melee damage. Which honestly is what I would go for before I went for anything else pretty much. This build right now is squishy and it doesn't literally no damage. Melee is weapon dependent a lot. Try to hand it. I mean, if I find one, that might actually be good. Yeah, I think a lot of melee skills actually are weapon damage dependent. Oh, we have a stone axe. Let's try it. And put the heavy strike into the weapon and molten strike into. There we go. Didn't you pick one up? Yeah, apparently I did pick up the stone axe. I didn't even notice. And it actually is not a bad axe.
Be well.
I mean, that does damage. It's slow as hell, though. And yeah, in the first act, when everything pretty much does full damage, being slow feels terrible. Where the hell did you come from? Okay, that was actually fairly fast. Hell, I was not expecting it, that amount of damage. Okay, new level. So, now we have a choice of strength, life, or melee damage. Now we're going for strength. One of the strengths. Which one though? I guess there's two-handed here. Let's go for the bottom one.
I'd almost stop believing.
Yeah, let's grab a life flask. And... That's to feed. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? I don't have a slot for it anyway. Yeah, let's grab that.
Goodbye.
So, you managed to...
Got a job for you. Farewell.
Get Sunder where you can if you want to stay slamming. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really.
Hello.
It's not under beyond my control.
Farewell.
That's what I wanted to say. Well, like I said, if we have a look at the tree, there we go. That's a skill tree. I mean, we might have like a weird build flock, and we might go completely off to the one or the other side. It's statistically the most likely that we will go in a straight line, but you never know with those random challenges, right?
My mana is gone.
Also, this guy literally has no money. It's beyond ridiculous. I have enough mana to do like 5 slaps.
To kill is to live in Rayclast.
I was quietly hoping that the wheel will pick some magic using class. But no. Okay, we have the same choices again. And we are going for life. Here it is. 5. At least we'll be a little bit more meaty. I still don't have gloves. Find even white gloves. I might want to pick them up. Also, Joe, it seems like you know what you're doing with melee builds. Did you play any fun melee builds? I don't
Clock's ticking.
probably don't want to do this, but it's not a terrible ring. I can take it for her.
Target in sight. Marked. That's what I get for losing. It's yours.
Odd. At the moment I'm playing Earth Shatterer, but level with Sundertail maps. Okay. I don't even know what Earth Shatterer is. That's how little I know about melee builds. The build that I'm playing right now is, I mean, not this one, but like the build that I'm maining this league is probably the most melee build I've ever played, and it's basically only meleeing bosses. I've played Spectral Shield Throw, not really melee, but it's you throw your shield. Okay. So I'm pretty much playing something similar right now with my shadow. And another level. Okay. We pretty much have the same choices again. Strength. Okay, let's go for the same strength. Focus it on something. Right now we have probably the most statistically likely build possible. Maybe go for a sword. A little bit faster. It does a bit better damage. It doesn't have red slots though. Build I've played the most is Righteous Fire. You have to be in melee to do damage, but you don't hit stuff. Oh, is it like an aura around you or something? That's actually doing damage. Yeah, it's a ring around you that burns stuff. Yeah. I know this one.
My mana is gone.
Including yourself, you just have to have gradient. Okay. That is an interesting build. Uh, I did play something like that in some game. I don't remember what it was right now. But yeah, basically there was this oh, gloves. There was this skill that was damaging everything in a radius, including you. But you had a life leech during the effect. I completely do not remember what game was that. Is he hit like level 40 to be able to run it? I think man figured it out and he can do it at level 22 or something. Yeah, I mean, there are certain builds that have issues with early games or are very easy in early games. A very good example is Warrior versus Hunter in Classic WoW. Like with Hunter, it's very easy to level up, but you are not that useful in the late game. And with Warrior, it's exactly the other way around. There was this one build that I actually made on my own. It was a lightning shadow build. And it was doing brilliantly in the early game. And I was playing it back when there were only 3 acts in the game. And when you finished the Act 3, you started from Act 1 again, just on higher difficulty. And with that character, I got to the 3rd act 2nd time, and it just couldn't do anything. Monsters in Act 3 had like way too much lightning resistance.
Now that you've drained...
Okay, we have a choice of Decoy Totem, Steel Skin, Vigilant Strike, or Crushing Fist. What's a good choice? First two I would take. Decoy takes attacks for you. Yeah. Steel Skin makes you tankier. Yeah, fair, but it only lasts like 1.5 seconds. That's more of a block. Although I guess it's gonna be longer later on. Also, is it worth getting rid of Ruthless Support to put it in? Bring up a decoy, you can use decoy to make attacks it. Yeah, it could be useful, but it... Okay, actually kill them. Yeah. Yeah, I see their usefulness. But again, is it worth getting rid of Ruthless support on the heavy strike to put it in? They're not support gems. Yes, but I only have 3 red slots right now. I'll need to link them. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I only have 3 slots right now. 3 red ones. So I can either put it in the backpack and hope for the best, or I have this helmet here, which actually is not terrible. Okay, so we can put it in a helmet. And shield charge. I don't have a shield. What's in my boots? Molten Strike.
A necromancer. I've traveled inland. Farewell.
Yeah, lack of red slots is really an issue right now. Because we could use like this sword. It's actually better, I would say. Okay, maybe not this actually. This axe actually have a lot of elemental damage. Okay, maybe it's not that bad actually.
Hello.
Well, yeah, still,
What little help I can offer?
we don't have a lot of red slots. And considering that we are only getting red gems right now, then that is a little bit of a problem. Right, let's look for Granddaddy Crab. Okay, and another level. We have life, melee, or strength again. So exactly the same choice. Melee damage. Check vendors to sockets. You have some essence to make them rare. Yeah, but I'm not gonna make rares at level 7. Ridiculous. I could make blues.
you want to do this? Clock's ticking.
Do you have something interesting? I'll take the belt.
One shot. That's all I need. Finished. You fought for
I
it.
cannot do this yet.
Take it.
What I could use is multiple projectiles on this molten strike. Feel like. No, that's the ledge. The ledge. What the hell is that? Also, do you call orbs essences? I always called them orbs. Also, like, I'm wondering, is there any law reason for these orbs to be a thing? Like, gems do have, like, law reason to exist. And it actually is being shown in Act 4. But I don't think the orbs are explained in law. Next level. See what will it be this time? Life. All right.
I cannot do this yet.
It's like the skill gems are basically like the It's like all the magic comes from gods, and there is this beast that is made to make the gods sleep, right? Something like that. And the skill gems are basically like blood of this beast. I have no idea what lore of PoE really. Yeah, like it's weird because for the longest time it basically didn't have any. It was just tidbits every now and then. But yeah, now it's fairly in depth,
Your flesh begs to be choice, after all, is part of the
and
craft.
it is very religious based.
This will be easier if you hold still. Oh, flesh and blood. Oh, you're stronger than you look. Very well, it's yours.
So yeah, basically it's like there were two main gods in the beginning, and one of them was creating everything, and the other one was like kind of jealous, and he decided to stand on the side of men, of humans. And there was like a minor god that had insatiable hunger, the Kitava, and he was so hungry that he was a threat to the world. Like he could like literally eat the world if he could be if he was left like to do his thing. So Sin, the god that was on the side of humans, created a beast that basically put all gods to sleep and stripped them of their power. So the beast was actually like feeding on magic from the gods. And it was exhausting gods so much that they actually like fell into like hibernation. And so when you kill the beast in Act 4, all the gods wake up, and that's why you later on you start fighting gods in PoE. And because the beast is consuming all the magic from gods, it's basically like wetting the skill gems. It's like concentrated magic. It's the essence of the gods. I gotta say, is an interesting concept, really. I'm usually not a fan of the systems where magic comes from gods. But like, this is not a terrible explanation. Alright, new level. Oh, now we have life regen. And we're going for melee damage. I gotta say, this is actually so far a perfect what's it called, like Gaussian thread, something like that. And this thing. Where the majority of the results are in the middle. And then as it tapers off, it goes down. It's perfectly that, because if I didn't put that strength point into here, but instead into here, that would be the perfect Gaussian spread. Alright, let's check that longsword. Let's check that amulet. I mean, better than what I have right now. That would be not a terrible sword, but it doesn't have any red slots. Do I have... Yeah, I do have enough space to probably get to the ledge. Standard deviation, right? Yes, exactly. But the shape on the chart is called like Gaussian something. It has a name. This shape. And I remember it reminded me of the ghost rifle from O game. A little bit of nostalgia trip for millennials out there. Gaussian distribution, yes, yes, exactly, that was it. All in sand. Stances. Hell, does melee builds have stances? Tell me you'd never played a melee build without telling me you never played a melee build. So yeah, so far our build has perfect Gaussian distribution.
You managed to kill a granddaddy.
Yes, I did. That means we get an point. So we also have melee attack speed now. And we're going for melee damage. Not bad. Alright, identify those. I might actually go for this air mask. Yeah, I'll put it on. It doesn't have armor, but it does have higher evasion rating. It does have energy shield. It has pretty much the same maximum life. And it also has resistances. Oh. And that might also be better than just plain plate vest, white one.
What little help I can offer. While we live, we are blessed.
Yeah, I can actually
Still alive,
check
are
to
we?
see if there is some decent equipment with decent slots. Trailing threads is not terrible. Other than that, it's not the best. I don't think it's worth it.
Stay sharp out there.
Hello.
I believe Nessa has some interesting gems. I mean, Ground Slam might actually be better as an AoE than the Molten Strike. Let's see what else we have. We might have some better options. Might also sounds like a decent AoE. And we might grab Dash or Frostbling as a movement utility. I think Frostbling is straight up better because it does damage as well. So yeah, I think we'll grab Ground Slam, replace the Molten Strike, and Frostbling as a movement utility. Frostbling is better more distance, I think. I don't know about this, but it definitely does damage. It's not like a lot of damage, but it is some damage, because Dash is just... Dash is actually longer. By literal 1%. But yeah, it's just a movement utility, and Frostblink also does a little bit of damage. Let's grab a Frostblink, and let's grab a Ground Slam.
Goodbye.
And can get rid of Molten Strike and put the Ground Slam in. Totem here, Frostblink here, and I can do a strike here. Yeah, that even looks more interesting. Hell yeah, that feels better. And I don't think it's eating as much mana as the Mortal Strike did. Yeah, it eats barely any mana.
I cannot do this yet.
This is probably one of the easiest world bosses, honestly. It is a decent bullet sponge, but the only thing you need to do to defeat it is just don't stand the lightning.
You don't stand a chance.
Now,
Clock's ticking.
these items are terrible. I'll just grab the backpack.
Every death brings me life.
Craft and code. You beat me, you claim it.
And we have a new level. See, what is it this time? Strength. Again. Let's grab this strength. It does give us access to like 3 decent trees. This league mechanic, like it's one from the older leagues. It's like really easy if you have good AoE. They have nerfed them. There were some mods that made them ignore mitigation, so they one-shot people. They nerfed what? Sorry. The mercs.
A slave is not a man.
I mean, probably, because I think they are.
Death.
Cause I feel like this Merc League is very similar to one of the previous leagues. There was this league where out in the world you would randomly find other exiles. And they also had like the full equipment, and if you defeated them they would drop all the equipment. But I feel like this is a similar mechanic. Faster attacks. That might not be terrible. Melee splash, fire damage, life tap, flamewood sport. I would honestly put faster attacks on the heavy strike instead of ruthless support. Because the heavy strike is not terrible for single targets. Especially the rest of them are not really that. Which ground slam and heavy and give heavy faster attack? Yes, that's the plan. Oh yeah, I could then have ruthless support on the ground slam, right? So yeah, let's do that. Put a decoy totem in the shoes, this here and this here. Or we have ground slam with ruthless. We have heavy strike with faster attacks.
Goodbye.
There's a fine line. Stay sharp out there.
What little help I can offer is...
Let's
Goodbye.
Let's actually have a look at these gloves. And it's a good thing that I did.
Hello. God hasn't abandoned us.
Let's go for bridges.
My mana is gone.
Yeah, not bad. And we found Cleave. But we don't really have a spell for it. Alright, new skill. So, now we also have... Warrior's Blood and Two-Handed. And Dexterity. And we get life. Alright, 4 meat on the bones is not terrible. And if there is a trial here, that means the brute is probably completely the other.
My mana is gone. I cannot carry this.
Too bad I can't put things sideways. Alright, let's check these. This axe is not terrible. Oh, this helmet could be. It's not. Wait. Maybe it is armor? Maybe. Cold resistance could be useful. Like this armor as well. Usually I don't value armor values as much. Yeah, I need blue slots anyway. Yeah, let's put chainmail.
My mana is gone.
Well, let's go Brutus. I feel like Brutus was nerfed, by the way. like around the Settlers League, maybe? Because I remember Brutus being a genuine
Sure you want to do this?
problem for some builds.
I know what I'd choose.
Like the builds that were focusing on basically the Brutus was a pretty decent counter. Builds that were weak against physical attacks.
I don't miss. Marked. You fought for it. Take it.
Yeah, like pretty much since the Settlers League. I don't know if I've played a single build that would struggle against Brutus. Like they made him so toothless. And the Merville as well. Actually, don't need it. That was a waste of trans.
I cannot carry this.
Oh, level. Let's see what we get this time. Warrior's Blood. What does it actually do? Life regeneration, strength, and non-resistance. Eh. I don't feel like it's that useful. Where is the other guy? Here. Hmm. Here is Brutus.
Your brawn is about to meet its match, Brute. Give the Warden my regards.
Oh yeah, do you always also feel like Brutus and Merville were nerfed? They really do feel like they were nerfed and pretty heavily at that.
Crime is trespass. Your sentence is death. Come. Your spirit is the plaything of the ancestors, slave
Yes.
master.
Kinda feels that way. Yeah, exactly. I think you used to not have rare items when you fought them. Yeah, that actually might be it, because like with every league, you get more and more chances to get rares earlier and earlier on. Like hell, my shadow that I'm maining league. I just entered Act 3 today in the morning, and I'm already wearing 2 uniques. I'm not sure what level exactly he is, but
For some, farewell.
yeah, he needs to get too many. But they're also kind of shit. Not necessarily. There are a couple that are... I would even dare to say build defining. Because there are some uniques that that are very percentage based. So like my shadow has a chest, a unique chest that eats 30% of your max HP, but gives you that gives you 50% of your max HP as energy shield. There are uniques that like you do something that rare items can't, but in general, rare items are the end game. Yeah, maybe. I mean, rares are definitely more customizable, right? Because you can use the orbs to craft them to whatever you need them to be. But like I said, there are a couple of uniques that could be like literal game changers.
Yes?
During leveling, uniques are kind of OP, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like even in endgame, some uniques are useful.
The warden's free of his own.
Okay, we have Leap Slam, we have Vitality, Enduring Cry, and Intimidating Cry. Intimidating Cry, I feel like, is fairly useless. Enduring Cry grants Endurance Charge. Leap Slam could be useful if I had a slot for it. Yeah, let's grab a Leap Slam. And see if maybe you have a Intimidating Cry give you extorted attacks. I don't know, let me check at Nessa.
What little help I can offer is...
Enemies taunted or intimidated. Runs movement speed. Exerted last 2 lines, yeah. Exert the next 2 melee attacks you perform. I have no idea what that means. Is it some kind of a weird buff? Oh, it says on the fucking thing, exerted attack deals double damage. Is it worth it though? I feel like it's one of those skills where it's a pretty decent skill, but I will immediately forget that I have it. Okay, tell you what, I'm gonna go talk to Tal. What's your name? Talk. Try again. Talkley. That it? I think that's it. Yeah, you have to remember there is a way to how to automate it. Yeah, probably. Okay, let me talk to Talkley
Welcome.
and see if he has a decent helmet. We have really not built appropriate helmet. Yeah, something like this Crusader helmet, for example. Dual link threads. Yeah, it's not terrible. Let's grab that. And that means that I can also grab the Intimidating Cry.
Be well.
And let's use a brands on the helmet. Hold up. No, I don't have all of the armor scrap. Let's just use that trans. It's there. It's not terrible. Oh, but I won't have faster attacks though. Act 3 can automate it with some kind of support gem. Or what do you mean?
Still alive, are we?
Like putting it in a totem or something? There's a gem that auto casts when it's off cooldown. Oh. I actually didn't know that. Okay, we... No, that doesn't help. Yeah, we're gonna lose the fast attacks for now.
Be well.
You can put it in the gloves just so it levels. And it was added in patch 424 Necro League, so it's fairly new. Which one was the Necro League? Was it the one before the Settlers? The weird foresty one.
My mana is gone.
Strength isn't everything, brute.
One with the corpses that you can... They could 100% guarantee the craft. I don't think I've played this one. Might have been the one that I skipped. Okay, and I level. There. We no longer have a warrior's blood. But we do have accuracy, life, and elemental resist. So let's see what it will be this time. Dexterity. Okay. Are we going down here? So yeah, looks like we are mainly going to be going down here. Towards the duelist tree. And I don't know how well that's gonna go with slamming. Yeah, I think we're going the right way. I think this boss only spawns on the way to the ship graveyard.
I cannot carry this.
Hmm. Yeah, we're definitely going the right way. They have something useful. Really, it is a wide belt, but I think it's better than what we have.
So be it. Ash to ash.
He's putting one hell of a fight for
Already.
white item.
Hinekora, Mother of the Dead, is this your land I walk upon?
See this one. No, definitely not this one. Why is that worth it? It's a little bit more physical damage. We're losing cold and lightning damage. And life on enemy killed. Or one level to socketed melee jumps. Which would fit a Grand Slam. No, I don't think it's worth it actually.
Mervale dwells in the caves beyond. While we live, we are blessed.
Bay Graves is usually close to the waypoint. So he should be somewhere. I think. Not this time, I guess. Could be a weird map. And a new level. Right. So, we no longer have dexterity. Accuracy. Yeah, I guess that's a stat for melee. Purifying Flame. It's a decent skill, but I don't think we'll have enough intelligence to get it to any kind of reasonable level. There is Fairgraves. Right next to the objective as well. Take a look at this. Good damage. That is a pretty decent axe. The only issue is that it only has one red slot. Okay, let's get rid of decoy totem. Let's put the ground slam in the helmet. I can go into the axe.
Frankly, I'm stuck. Farewell, farewell. What? What language was that?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Is that an actual language in the game, or is it just gibberish? Because that sounded like straight up gibberish. Gibberish, I think, yeah. Unless gibberish is actually a language. What if? What if all the gibberish are just languages that we don't understand? Oh wow, the cry really does the job.
I cannot carry this.
So yeah, crying can solve your problems. Sometimes. Especially if your problem is a weird sea ghost.
My old please understand that as a gentleman of honor, it pains me greatly to do this. Hard times call for hard hearts. I'm sure were the circumstances reversed, you'll do precisely the same.
Yeah, I almost one hit
Your death will be much
the
celebrated.
Fair Grace with Enduring Cry. So yeah, that was a good recommendation. Alright. Now, if I find a Mervale's cave, that would be awesome.
The ancestors watch over me.
Now we found a level. Instead of accuracy, we have versatility. See what we get. 2 hands. Okay, that's not bad. Once again, we're heavily focusing on the bottom of the tree. Oh, that's lucky. I was expecting to be stumbling for much longer time.
It would be wrong to do that here.
These guys that are playing the music, how do you get them? Because they are freaking awesome. Every time I hear them singing, they're just the best. Like, this is such a groovy note. It reminds me of like Mos Eisley Cantina in Star Wars. Like absolute gibberish singing. I love these little guys. Hold up, let me see. Yes, I know I did change the keybind for zooming. Oh, page up, page down. There we go. These little guys. Right next to me.
If you must take your chances with...
Right, Infernal Blow, Static Strike, Sweep, Thunder. Is that the one I was supposed to take as soon as I get the chance? Get someone you can... yeah. Okay, I will trust in that. Is it an AoE? It looks like it is. Okay, so do I use it instead of Grand Slam? Is that the idea behind the Sunder? I'll take it for right now.
While we live, we are blessed.
Fairgraves was a
Right, a book of skill. We got another skill. I'm not gonna change the tree. If I roll two hands I get maybe I will. And we got attack speed. Okay. Fair enough, a bit more points on top. Okay, I will put Thunder instead of Grand Slam. And see how that works. And let's fight Little Mermaid. Yeah, it's not bad. A bit different from the Slam. That is not a bad helmet, honestly. If I put it on, I can actually put Thunder Strike on it and touch the Heavy Strike to it. The buff. Both get the buff. Those would be good gloves, but I need one. No, I don't actually. Just basic. So yeah, I just went from having no red slots to having all of them.
I'm extra the militia. You're as good as dead. Clock's ticking.
Alright, do you have something interesting?
Target in sight. One shot.
Oh, mallet. Not that good. There we go.
You look soft. House Cato would have broken you by now.
I cannot carry this.
Well, I don't need this mallet. Tricky bridge. Belt. Okay, let's see what you have.
Make your damn choice.
Honestly, not that good. I'll take a orb.
Little pig. Might makes right. It's yours then.
Oh, there it is. That looks like the entrance. And it is. Yep. Pop a portal. Then we will smack the little mermaid and we will bring. That's not a terrible armor. And I'm not using Frostblink anyway.
little help I can offer. God hasn't abandoned us.
Could put the Grand Slam back in if I... Yeah, I think I'll grab the Decoy Totem back. There we go. Let's whack a little mermaid.
This is love's true face!
Your curse is over, Siren. Rest with Hinekora, Mother of the Dead.
Yeah, and we have another level. Okay, last time we got melee attack speed, so we're gonna have to remove that from the list. There it is. Well, let's see. Melee damage. And we're in the Act 2.
Is twisted in Rayclast.
So yeah, that surprisingly went pretty well. I expected absolute chaos, but it actually turned out pretty well, I feel like. Merville was a little bit of trouble, but it's probably more because of my inexperience with playing melee characters rather than the build itself. But yeah, I'm very positively surprised. We died only once, and that was in the very beginning, so I put that into skill issue, basically. So I'm not counting that. I think next week on Saturday we might actually continue the challenge and see how far we can go without dying. I mean the other dying. Oh, hello. Some witch came to say hello. Russian witch. Okay, and on that note, we will end the stream. See you on Tuesday. I'm not entirely sure what we will be playing. I think we might go for Captain of Industry. I was saying before on the last stream that I want to try the insane difficulty start on the new map. So I think we'll do that on Tuesday. So see you on Tuesday, and bye.